meeting. It affirms China. As you are aware, Kenya and China established diplomatic relations at the dawn of our independence in 1963, and in November 2023, we celebrated 60 years of solid cooperation in our strategic partnership. The 60th anniversary celebrations were preceded by a high-level visit to Beijing by His Excellency President William Ruto in October 2023 at the invitation of China's President, His Excellency President Xi Jinping. The two leaders discussed with a shared future. Subsequently, in January this year, I visited Beijing and held successful talks with my counterpart, His Excellency Wang Yi. We signed the Kenya-China Joint Vision, which is already a guide to our policies and programs in the next 60 years, with the ultimate goal of achieving our leaders' shared vision of building a closer community with a shared future. The strategic partnership between Kenya and China underlines the strength of our diplomatic relations over the past 6 decades. We achieved an important milestone in 2017 when China elevated bilateral relations with Kenya to a comprehensive strategic partnership that manifested our mutual trust, respect, and benefits for the people of Kenya and China. It is gratifying to note that both governments have institutionalized the joint technical teams for purposes of implementing the joint vision. The joint technical teams coordinated by the Ministries of Foreign Affairs have made considerable progress, including reporting on their activities for the first quarter. They also held a retreat at the Huawei regional offices in which stakeholders in the ICT sector participated. The involvement of the private sector and the larger community, including the media and the general Kenya-China communities, will further promote this initiative. Today, we have an opportunity here to share the joint vision. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, will take place in Beijing on September 4th to 6th, 2024. The FOCAC, which takes place every 3 years, includes a meeting of senior officials, a ministerial conference, and the heads of state and government summit, all co-chaired by China and an African country. Given China's position as Africa's largest trading partner, FOCAC provides an important cooperation platform where Africa and China hold consultations at equal levels, reinforcing understanding and building consensus on critical decisions. The ultimate aim is to strengthen the friendship and cooperation for a people-centered win-win situation. One of the key elements of the FOCAC is that it defines political and economic cooperation between Africa and China in a sustainable and consistent manner. Kenya finds stability and clarity in the manner and scope of cooperation within the FOCAC framework, with clear roles and affordable financing for the fourth industrial development decade for Africa, green financing, peace and security and strategic partnership is a commitment of a responsibility to create an enabling environment for efforts to enhance national development priorities through investments, trade, and people-to-people engagements. The media has an important role to help us share the progress we have achieved on this front. It is a dynamic instrument I commend the joint technical teams for this noble idea, which we can turn into an annual event. So, my expectations are high that we shall have a similar gathering in August 2025. Asante sana. Just two very quick remarks. One, Your Excellency, let me say that we good. Yes, I'll come back to this. Let me say that we really appreciate that this session has taken place, and we want to reaffirm that we are solidly behind this initiative, and we want to work very, very closely together. Kenya will definitely be participating at the highest level in the FOCAC, as I have indicated in my remarks. And we know it will be successful like the other previous events that have been held. So we are clear that our partnership is growing strength to strength. I also want to thank you for the initial remarks that you did make the country. That was very, very important. And the fact that you are also pronouncing your commitment to continue investing and doing business and partnering with the people of the business community and for everybody. And investors did not panic, but instead they have shown more confidence in the country, and that is very, very important. Thank you for that initiative. I hope somewhere along the line we'll be sharing their very good statements made by the ones who had an opportunity to speak. And I think if we share the comments, it will be very useful because they're very critical. It's already shared? Excellent. They are very critical points that you have made that we can build on as we go forward. Now, the PS has advised me on one or two things, but I want to give him the opportunity to just emphasize those points.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Prime Cabinet Secretary. And particularly thank you for your very erudite remarks. One of the things that happened 2 weeks ago, Your Excellency, was an unfortunate incident involving some Chinese tourists who were involved in an accident here. Unfortunately, we lost 2 or 3 of them. But the several of them who were injured were taken to hospital at the Aga Khan Hospital. And Ambassador Zhu and myself visited them, and I'm really happy to have received a report this morning about their recovery. They were really in critical state, but they have since shown resilience and recovery. The little boy we visited is now out of bed, can go to his bathroom by himself, and is on his way to recovery. There was a little girl as well who can now eat and recognize people, even though she was at the ICU at that time. Their mother, who now can breathe independently and is also looking stronger every day. All that to say, Your Excellency, that despite the challenges raised by our brother representing the tourism sector, I think we have demonstrated a real proactivity in dealing with emerging challenges such as accidents, and we will continue to work in the direction in the direction of strengthening our systems, including our health systems, to respond to this kind of challenges. And it is for that reason, Your Excellency, that I had proposed to you that on account of the very comprehensive proposals that have been placed before you, and in light of the request for a forum for continuous communication, coordination, and consultation, I had put it before you, sir, that perhaps maybe not every 2 months, maybe every 3 months, or maybe every 4 months, Your Excellency can convene a meeting that brings together all sectors of government and our colleagues from China, so that we can have a conversation on, number one, how can we do things better? You know, what are the areas where we are lagging behind? What are the approaches, as you see, that would enhance Kenya's competitiveness? You know, where are the bottlenecks? We can have a very candid discussion, because I sense, Your Excellency, from this meeting that there is a real desire from our, our brothers and sisters in China to be able to support our country to realize, Vision 2030, and beyond. And so that's the proposal that I put forward to you, sir. Thank you very much.
I just want to add a few words on the tragic accident. The PS, just I can share with you. One, as I told the PS, my fellow countrymen told me, without the support, help, assistance of the local people, the injured could not be transported to Agagan hospital as quickly as possible. So it is saved the lives. And second, the next day, another accident took place in your neighboring countries, Tanzania. Yet, the patients, the injured, are now all in Nairobi hospital for treatment. So,
and even within the education sector, to see how we can deal with the gaps and accelerate that participation. So I think that would be a good idea. Yeah. And may I say congratulations to Wekesa. Wekesa actually spoke my language. So that was very good. Umejaribu kabisa. Thank you so much. So, Your Excellency, I think that's good enough for now. And have a good afternoon, and let's build our partnership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've been very generous with us, and you've allowed us to have a joint photo session with Your Excellency, and so that's where we are headed now. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.